What's up, everyone? Today is March 27. It's a Saturday, 2021. Yeah, hair update before I go get a haircut. Now the fade has already grown, so check it out. I mean, doesn't look much difference, but it looks more fuller due to the fact that the hair is growing. Look at the crown. There it is. It's not bad. Now my hair looks shiny because I applied some safflower oil. But I'm gonna go work out right now. Then from there, go to my barber's path, get the cut, get all groomed up, and then yeah, and then show y'all the after results. So yeah. Now whenever my hair grows, I can't say this long, but this much, I do get itchy right here in the sides, in the back, right here too. I rarely get itchy like right here in the crown or right here. Why? I don't know. I just get itchy here, here, and the back of my neck, like right here, all this. That's where I get itchy. Why? I don't know, but that's all the main stuff. But only when it grows this long. Does it itch every day? Yeah, but only like I do this, itchiness goes away. So yeah. Last look before I get the cut. So yeah, see y'all the next segment. And the fresh cut. Ball fade, but the top didn't trim it. Usually I would always get number 2, but I am curious to see how it's going to look when it gets longer. So I will let it grow for another month, see how it's, how it's gonna keep looking. Yes, I might end up wasting a little bit more minoxidil and so and so, but hey, I'm just interested to see how it's going to look when it gets maybe 1 more month of growth, let's see. But anyways, check it out. Wait, today is March 27, 2021. It's a Saturday. It's already like 11:30, so technically 30 minutes from now will be the 28th. So let's just say we fast forward to month 8 already, because 2 to 3 days from now, nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change, so it will look the same. So anyways, check it out. Check out the receding hairline and the temples. The baby hairs are getting darker. I'm telling you, my left side looks real good, but my right side still needs more work. So anyways, check out the crown. It's getting fuller. Starting to see darker spots. Now, obviously because it's the fin, you already know I'm in the fin now. I know most of you are gonna be like, oh, so how's the finasteride? What's your current side effect? 0 side effects. But one thing that I did notice was after 2 weeks of taking it, I think it was like in the week and a half, I started feeling constipated, as in like I wouldn't go to a restroom as much as I was used to, and every time when I would go, I'm not trying to sound too gross, I wasn't taking out a lot more than I was consuming. Does that make sense? And I was going once a day. Usually I'll go like 2 or 3 times a day, and I'll release a lot. I'm not trying to sound gross, but hey, it is what it is, all right? And I did some research as in like, okay, I haven't had constipation in years, and all of a sudden now, and the foods that I eat never get me constipated. So I started, digging, and then, I didn't see anything about finasteride giving people, well, not giving, but like, as a side effect for constipation. But when I researched constipation, the number 1 thing is gonna say certain foods you eat get you constipated. But I did saw that also a drug can get you constipated. So I was like, obviously finasteride is a drug. Finasteride does not grow on trees, okay? It's a drug, so I was like, okay, so does make sense. I started taking finasteride, and then I never had this, and once I took finasteride, all of a sudden I'm feeling this way, so that's probably my answer. Does that mean I gotta stop taking finasteride? And nope. All I did was more research, and obviously I had to lower down my dosage. So instead of taking 1 pill a day, now I'm taking 1 pill every 2 days. So let's just say if I take, okay, I took one on Friday, so I haven't took one today, and I'm not going to take another one on Sunday until Monday. So I'm giving myself like a 2-day rest. And I ain't gonna lie, once I did that, constipation went away. It took maybe like about 3 or 4 days for it to, you know, like give it like an effect. And then once I did that, once I lowered down my dosage, boom, I'm not constipated no more. I feel good. And yeah, I mean, like I said, 0 side effects. That's like, let's just say a side effect that, you know, that happened to me. And yeah, libido's fine, sex drive is fine. I'm not depressed. Oh, the one thing that I do fear like for sure is fucking gyno, man. I do not want fucking gyno because I work out, alright? So lucky for me, like, I don't want to sound perverted, you know, I touch myself, you know, touch my chest, my nipples to see if I feel any bumps or something or any pain. So far nothing, but I'm afraid if some side effect might creep up on me out of nowhere. So that's the only thing I fear, the gyno. I can't give a shit about my, you know, watery semen. You know, I'm not looking forward to having kids anytime soon. So I got time. I don't need to have them now, but the gyno is the #1 thing that I actually, like, you know, I'm afraid of getting. So let's just say if I get gyno, I'm gonna have to lay off the finasteride, go see a doctor, see, hey, how long will it take for it to go away, or do I need surgery ASAP or whatever, you know. But yeah, the gyno thing is the only thing that actually worries me. Anything else, I don't care, you know. It's no biggie. But yeah, just the gyno. And what else do I have to say? That's pretty much it, you know. Consider this month 8, even though it's March 27, 2021, Saturday. I will make another segment maybe like a week from now, just to keep updating y'all on the crown. And obviously the Vegeta forehead. But that's pretty much it, man. I mean, one thing that I do have to say, that it's important for all of you guys to understand. Just because you're on finasteride doesn't mean you will get your hair, you know, all of your hair back, okay? You need to come in with a reality expectation, all right? Don't just expect something big, and then when you don't meet the when you don't exceed that expectation, or you don't meet those expectations, that's when you start doubting, you start quitting, you start, you know, getting depressed, I should say, or something. But my expectation is now that I'm taking the finasteride is I do expect the crown to get fuller, get darker, density, get rid of like the thin hairs that, you know, not the thin hairs, but more like get rid of the crown exposure. And second, I do expect for these little baby hairs right here to get darker like this, get dark and full. That's it, you know. I'm not expecting my hairline to be like a perfect square, you know. I'm not expecting all this to be hair. As much as I microneedle, as much as I put minoxidil around the area, or the whatever, taking a fin, I don't expect that hair to come back. Why? Because I'm already late. You know, if I would have done this 30 years ago, 30 years ago, I'm 30. If I would have done that maybe like 8 years ago, when I started shaving my head when I was 21. No, I think I was 22 when I started shaving my head like completely shaved with the razor. I think I was 22. When I was 21, I was just using the clip, and that's it. But it wasn't shaved. It was maybe like a number 1, number 2 lower. That's it. So if I would have done that, you know, which is the microneedling, taking finasteride and putting minoxidil, for sure, I would have had my hairline, you know, how I had it, you know, just like a perfect square. You know, these fucking, you know, the Vegeta forehead wouldn't exist. But I knew nothing about finasteride by that time. I knew nothing about microneedling and derma roller and minoxidil. I knew nothing about it. The only thing I knew was just a hair transplant. That's all I knew. That's all I knew, and that's all I thought about. You know, well, in order for me to get my hair back, I gotta get a hair transplant. But now that I'm doing microneedling, now I'm on finasteride, and then, you know, minoxidil. Obviously, I have shampoos, you know, like DHT blocker, and what else? I mean, safflower oil and some type of like hair growth serum, which I always apply after my microneedle. And then after I'm done with this video, I will microneedle. So obviously, I might make another video 2 days from now, so that way you can see all the red and tender that you're going to see. It's gonna look dark. And then on the 4th or 5th day, I start shedding, like my skin just starts peeling. So yeah, I don't bleed when I microneedle, to be honest with y'all. Even though I have it at 1.5, I don't bleed. It just gets red and tender, and that shit hurts. It mainly hurts right here when I go in this area on my right side. It hurts, but I don't bleed. Anyways, what else am I gonna say? Progress, man. Just going to let this grow a little bit more for 1 month, see if I like it. If not, I'm gonna go back to my number 2 as usual. And yeah, I mean, now that I do this, perfect. There we go, right there. Those little baby hairs right here, right here. I expect all those hairs to get dark within the next 4 or 5 months. So I'm in month 8. Maybe when I hit a full year, maybe, I don't know. But so far so good. You know, I don't know what else to say for now, but if I do experience a side effect from the fin, I'm gonna say it. But the only thing that I experienced was constipation. That's all I experienced. Other than that, I'm good. And I fucking hope I don't get gyno, man. I don't want that shit. That's the only thing that I fear. But that's it, man, you know. Yeah, let's run the next segment.